So I was going to post my weekend vlog today, but that's not gonna happen because my weekend vlog ended in tragedy and it deserves its own video. So let's get into that. I've got my emergency pizza because I will need it tonight. I deleted my book draft. Here I'm going to insert the footage of my initial realization that this happened, and then we're gonna talk about it. So enjoy. Okay, so here's the deal. I went to work on the book today, right? To brainstorm and stuff. As a part of this process, I've decided to look through the entire draft and write down the key events that happened just so that everything is in front of me and I can see what I'm doing. And so this is when I discovered that I accidentally deleted the latest version of the file. And I did not just delete it into the recycle bin. I completely deleted it from my computer. So on Friday, I think, Friday was the day when I was posting the blog. And because that blog was covering 4 days, there was a lot of videos. So after the editing was done, I've deleted all of those videos. What also happened, I accidentally, when I was trying to delete all of them from my desktop, I also copied them accidentally. So there were like twice as many videos and there were a lot of them already. So I thought I only selected the videos and I put it in the recycle bin. And because there were so many of them, I emptied the recycle bin. And I did not notice that I accidentally also grabbed my file. I'm writing in a Word document on my computer, and after that I usually upload the most recent file to Drive. And I did not do it. I haven't done it since last Monday. So since October 27, I have not uploaded the file. So I lost about 3,000 words because I see the most recent version and it only has 32,000 of words. And I know last time I remember looking at my file, it had at least 35,000, if not more. I did not lose what I wrote on Friday because on Friday I put it in a separate file. Just trying to look as I talk about it. Yes, so on Friday I put it in a separate file. So that's a separate file, so I did not lose Friday's writing, but it looks like I lost. If Monday, no, Sunday was 27th. So I lost Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I don't remember how much I wrote on Monday, but together it was a couple thousand words. So that is very bad news. I called my husband and he says we can try to restore the permanently deleted file unless, so we'll try that later when he's back home. But the only way we can restore it if the space on the computer hasn't like rewritten, like if there are no new files. So he says, don't touch your computer, don't create any new files. Basically, don't do anything on your computer in the hopes of being able to still access that file. It's gonna really suck if it's not restored. It's gonna really suck. And I have done a lot of work on my computer since then because I was, again, like recording and editing. So I don't know what happened to the storage now. And basically the last thing, remember when I told you when I was writing a scene that was traumatic and that was like kind of emotional? And that was the last scene I wrote that I still have. And everything after that is gone. So if we're not able to restore it, I will have to rewrite it, I guess. I'm such an idiot. Like, I should have saved it every time I write. Like, I don't like to write online. I don't like to write in the Drive because the now that the document is over 100 pages, like it's all glitching and it's just, I don't like to do it. But I should get back into that habit of really making a big deal out of saving it to the drive, and maybe even to a flash drive, just to be safe. Okay, I'm gonna hope that he can do it, but lesson learned. So since I have to put a hold on writing anything on my computer right now, and also brainstorming, because I will need to look at the full file, and I will definitely need to know like where I am before I plan for the further chapters, meaning like, did I lose the last chapter basically? I've decided to just go ahead and write down what I can remember I wrote after that last scene that I wrote last, I want to say Sunday. So I remembered 4 main things. So there were like 4 main scenes. There was a long conversation, which I was very proud of, where I was talking in that video about using that I read the nonfiction book with some ideas, and those ideas, I want to say I used them there, but I'm not sure. Okay, anyways, there was like a long conversation. That's important. That's very important for the journey. There was also another scene that's important in terms of like, yeah, like her motivation and stuff. There was a friend reconciliation scene, and I want to say that was about it. So I wrote it down in my notes in case the file cannot be restored and I'll have to rewrite it. If that's the truth, if the file cannot be restored, then I think I will still do the brainstorming that I was going to, like look through the whole draft and write down all the important events and think where I want to move forward, because just in case I've decided to move forward in a slightly different way, I don't want to waste my time on rewriting these lost scenes. I mean, there's one that's like really important, it's gotta happen, so I guess I'll have to rewrite that one if I can't get the file back. But the other things might be more of a filler, maybe. So here's that. So I guess I'm just gonna step aside from all things writing and just take care of the house until I know for sure the fate of the document. So it was a very productive day. However, I refused to think about whether or not this draft could be restored until my husband came home. So he came home, he got one of those apps that allow you to go through the deleted files. So basically what happens when you delete something from your desktop, which is where the file was, it goes to the recycle bin, right? And then if you say empty recycle bin, it appears as if it's disappeared, right? So it's gone. So when I went initially and looked for the latest draft version, I checked the recycle bin, I checked the previous versions of the bin, I checked the previous versions of the desktop, and nothing was there. And so when he came home, he installed special apps, special software that can go a little bit deeper, and it can see, because technically the files, when you delete them, even from the recycle bin, they're still somewhere there on the drive. And that's how I know, like FBI, they're looking through somebody's computer, they're able to see the deleted files. But the problem is that if it's still there, but then you go ahead and you do multiple things on your computer, like record videos and edit videos and add more files. And one thing I did today when I was trying to figure out if the version that's saved online, if it's recent-ish, I downloaded this version to my desktop. So that's the version that was last saved last Sunday, right? So a 7-day-old version, but it has the same name as the most recent version, which I accidentally deleted. So he said this was not very smart of me to do, because even if that file was still accessible, which I doubt it was, because nothing else was accessible either, then putting a new file with the same exact name in the same location would definitely delete it, But the thing is, when I was last deleting all those videos, which was on Friday, there were so many of them, and none of them showed when he was using the software to see what else is there, maybe like that you can restore. None of those videos were there. So the videos have been, so what happens, like once I started recording more videos and editing and stuff, this space that was originally dedicated to those deleted files and could still potentially be there to for them to be restored, this space got taken over by the new stuff that I've recorded. So you can partially blame my vlogs for the fact that my file cannot be restored, but I don't know exactly how it all works. There's a possibility that it was something else. I don't know. The fact is that we lost the most recent draft. The most recent draft I have now was saved on October 27, and I think it was 27, and I'm not even sure if it was saved after I did my work for that day or before. It could have been that I logged into my computer, looked at the draft, and thought, I haven't saved it in a while, I think. Let me back it up just in case. So it's possible that it doesn't even include last Sunday's writing, but I don't know. So what I know is I have around 32,000 something words right now in my document. And last time I paid attention to the word count, it was 35 something thousand. So let's look into my book where I record how much I wrote each day and see what damage was done. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh my God. This is traumatic. Oh. Oh no. No way. Just a second, let me check on something. Okay, it's even worse than I thought it would be. It's worse. It's worse. Basically, the word count I have right now is 32,732 words, and that was after day 5. So all I have is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yes, so I did save at the end of Sunday. My best day, when I wrote 1,067 words, is gone. It's gone. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So here's the thing. It's good that I'm a slow writer, because if I was a fast writer, imagine how much I would have written in those, whatever, five days. Imagine how much I would have written. I would have written probably like 10,000 of words, and all of that would be lost. So, it's good to be a slow writer, I guess. Maybe it will fire me up, and from now on I'll be a faster writer, but I will also remember to save my documents. So let's count. So I lost 1,067 plus 473 plus 631 plus 249. I lost 2,420 words. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's okay. It's not like I lost my entire book, which would be disastrous. I think I need to think about backing up stuff much, much better than I'm currently doing, and maybe finally switching to the online version, even though it's bugging me. But at least you know it's gonna be there next time you need it. I need to consider that. That's okay. So here's the plan. Tomorrow in the morning, well, first of all, I need to finish that vlog somehow. That weekend vlog, which started so well and ended so terribly. I'll see if I can, I don't know, because it's no longer a weekend vlog, because today is Sunday, it's the end of the weekend. So I'll have to figure that out. But also tomorrow in the morning, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do what I was planning to do today before I found out. I'm going to look through my entire draft in the shape that it exists in right now. And I'm going to write down all the important plot points. And then I'll I'll think about what should happen in this chapter in the next 5 chapters or so using those plot points and maybe even mapping it throughout the whole book now because I feel like I'm kind of in a place where I'm able to do that. So I'll see. So I don't know when exactly I'm going to go back into writing. I'd love to go back into writing tomorrow, but I really feel from one point of view, like if I start rewriting those scenes now, they should be pretty fresh in my mind. But from another point of view, I'm just so upset at this that I don't even want to rewrite them right now. And maybe, if I finish the book, like skipping those scenes and pretending like they do exist, which I think would be the smart way to go about it, because otherwise I'm totally going to lose momentum. So I think I'm going to skip those scenes, pretend like I still have them, and move forward using all of these plot points that I wrote down. So I think that's going to be the plan. And then, yeah, once I stop mapping, I don't know if I'll be in the mood to write tomorrow. Like, honestly, I'm not in the mood to write right now. It's just so devastating. But tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I'll get back to writing and we'll just pretend like it never happened. Anyways, please learn from my mistakes. Be very careful about saving your draft because, I mean, I cannot imagine for people whose books, I don't know, back in the day, like burned down together with a house, or, in modern era, they just got deleted somehow or lost somehow. If it's, I don't know, if it's just like a short story or like some excerpts, I have a bunch of those just stored in different places in my house. Like that's one thing. But if it's something that's beginning to look like the real thing, like the book that you're going to finish and you already love it for what it can become, it's really sad. Lesson learned, multiple double checking, uploading, using online storage. I'll be doing it all. Thank you for sharing this not so happy moment with me. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow.